Hello friends and welcome back. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss a single royal bombshell. Because today the glitter cracked, the frosting slid, and a sweet little documentary premiere turned into a full-blown scandal avalanche. Meghan's Girl Scout story just detonated at Sundance. Cease and desist whispers from headquarters, brownie credentials questioned, chalet doors slammed, total meltdown energy. If you're stunned, hit like, share this with your gossip squad. Drop fake scout in the comments, let's crumble those cookies together. The Sundance spotlight was supposed to glow warm and welcoming, instead it turned sharp. The Duchess of Sussex arrived in Park City, alongside Prince Harry amid flashes and fanfare, for the premiere of Cookie Queens, a documentary they executive produced through RTUL. The film followed 4 young Girl Scouts navigating the cutthroat, sugar-coated battlefield of competitive cookie selling, framed as a heartwarming tale of ambition, teamwork, and entrepreneurial grit. On paper it sounded safe, cozy, wholesome, the kind of project designed to soften edges and rebuild shine, the reality less triumphant than planned. The family matinee screening on January 25th drew a modest crowd and began 10 minutes late, with reports of sluggish turnouts circulating almost immediately. This was not the roaring reception the Sussexes may have hoped for, especially after their surprise appearances at Sundance events the night before. Inside the theatre, polite applause replaced buzz. Outside, murmurs started early. Meghan took the stage before the screening, glowing, poised, leaning into sincerity. She spoke about pride, about purpose, about amplifying young voices. My husband and I at RTUL Productions are so proud and privileged to support Cookie Queens, she said, emphasizing values, opportunity, and the power of storytelling. Cameras rolled. Phones recorded, and then during the Q&A the cracks began to show. Asked the simplest of questions, her favorite Girl Scout cookie, Meghan hesitated. For anyone who has ever worn a sash, this is muscle memory, instinct. Instead, she hedged, offering a safe, vague answer. Thin mints are the most popular choice among people. Prince Harry chimed in more confidently, naming shortbread and Samoas, but the damage was already done. Online commentators pounced within minutes. Royal watchers flagged it as a glaring red flag. How does a woman who frequently references her Girl Scout past stumble over the basics? The fraud claims ignited fast and loud. YouTube channels like Royal News Network immediately dissected Meghan's scouting history, questioning the depth of her involvement and her ties to the organization. Social media sleuths noticed something else. Official Girl Scouts accounts were conspicuously silent about the film. No posts, no retweets, no congratulations. The absence felt deliberate, a distance. A quiet refusal to co-sign the Sussex brand. She doesn't really have that history, one viral clip alleged, accusing Meghan of hijacking the Girl Scouts narrative for personal branding while lacking sustained involvement. The clip spread like wildfire. In interviews, Meghan doubled down on sentiment. She spoke fondly of scouting, crediting it with instilling values from an early age, hinting that her daughter, Lilibet, might one day follow a similar path. We'll continue to explore whatever feels right, she said carefully. She also referenced her mother, Doria Ragland, who served as a troop leader, a genuine connection that added emotional texture to her story, but critics weren't buying it. They pointed to a pattern, Hollywood pivots, polished nostalgia, and timing that felt opportunistic. Old wounds reopened, including criticism she'd faced for promoting projects during sensitive family moments in the past. As Sundance buzz faded, the real drama was only just beginning. Royal insiders reportedly smirked at the irony, a film about innocent ambition exposing uncomfortable truths about its patrons. Would Cookie Queens secure distribution, or would it crumble under the weight of a fraud narrative? With RTUL's track record already under scrutiny, Meghan's Girl Scout story, once a feel-good footnote, now hung by a very thin mint. Then came the statement. As the final credits rolled at Sundance, Girl Scouts of America issued a cryptic clarification that sent shockwaves through Park City. Posted just hours after the premiere, the message was cool, controlled, and devastating in its restraint. While celebrating young entrepreneurs, Cookie Queens was not an official Girl Scouts project. The cookie program, the statement emphasized, is about community, not competition. No mention of Meghan, no mention of Harry, no mention of RTUL. The silence was louder than any accusation. Insiders whispered that the distance stemmed from vetting concerns. Meghan's brief brownie stint in the 1980s, while real, never developed into the lifelong devotion she now described. It's like calling yourself an Olympian after one PE class, a former troop leader quipped on Reddit, where skepticism exploded across threads. At the post-screening Q&A, Meghan appeared visibly rattled. She pivoted hard to family anecdotes, speaking about resilience and values she wanted for her children. She gripped Harry's hand tightly as murmurs rippled through the audience. Leaked emails, later surfacing via anonymous festival sources, suggested tense pre-premiere negotiations, with organizers allegedly cautioning Archewell against overstating affiliations. Back at their Utah chalet, the Sussexes reportedly huddled with PR advisors as Hollywood trades dissected the stumble. Ticket sales lagged, walkouts were cited, critics labeled the optics tone-deaf. Harry's awkward cookie answers only fueled the narrative of disconnect. Real scouts, commenters joked, new does-a-dos and tagalongs ruled the roost. Doria Ragland stayed silent. Her genuine history as a troop leader stood in stark contrast to her daughter's polished pitch. Then the photos surfaced. At dawn, grainy 1980s images of a young Meghan in her brownie uniform hit social media. Shared by an alumni group, the photos showed a single troop season before her family relocated. The caption cut deep, 12 boxes sold before quitting for ballet. The post went viral, topping 2 million views and tagging Girl Scouts headquarters directly. Festival-goers spotted Meghan scrolling furiously on her phone during a ski lift brunch. Harry's face strained, ex-scouts piled on. Real sisters remember the thin mint shortages of '89, one viral tweet jabbed. Where was she? Archewell remained silent. Hollywood whispers followed. Refund requests spiked, citing misleading promotion, a rarity for Sundance. The film's director was reportedly seen pulling Meghan aside, advising focus and restraint. Harry pivoted interviews toward Invictus, dodging cookie questions. Doria posted a subtle Instagram of authentic troop fundraisers. Windsor insiders chuckled quietly. By Sundance's third day, the backlash boiled over. Girl Scouts of America escalated, publishing a blistering blog post drawing clear lines. Their legacy, they said, was not for rent. A single-season sash did not grant carte blanche to repackage traditions as Hollywood hustle. The post cited Meghan's abrupt exit as evidence of curiosity, not commitment. Online, Meghan mint myth trended worldwide. Old yearbooks surfaced. Archival jokes resurfaced. Doria's supporters countered with decades-deep badge photos. Archewell posted a hurried image of Lilibet with Play-Doh cookies. It landed flat. Then the legal letter leaked. A formal cease and desist accusing Archewell of trademark overreach hit TMZ. Promotion claiming Scout ties was ordered to stop. 12 boxes, the letter implied, did not a legacy make. Festival footage captured Meghan snapping at staff. Harry stared blankly at snow-capped peaks as rumors of UK return plans swirled. Netflix executives reportedly reassessed. Distributors vanished. The director distanced herself publicly. Palace sources whispered glee. Cookie carnage sweeter than coronation chicken, one tabloid crowed. As chalet curtains closed and cameras lingered, the question hung heavy: apology or implosion? A badge binge redemption arc or a quiet retreat? Sundance snow melted into mud. The crumble was complete, but the feast of fallout far from over. Thanks for watching.